Waiting to get a really good update on the case and what is happening with Nancy Guthrie's investigation. And I listened to a number of them. And I think the best one and easiest to listen to is the one by the Today Show. And the Today Show, by the way, I believe this is the correct channel, is the one that Savannah Guthrie, Nancy Guthrie, who is missing, her daughter, is a co-anchor on the Today Show. Her son, Cameron Guthrie, is a Vermonter. So he's a retired F-16 firefighter, I'm sorry, F-16 pilot fighter. And the third daughter is Annie Guthrie, who actually resides in Arizona. So with that, I want to turn the camera towards this update. I think it's a very good update. As you know, they did find a glove or gloves. So this also captures that. Now, as you know, I do need to be able to stop the video and comment. It's the very first part of it I already listened to, so the rest of it will also be reaction from me very briefly, and then we'll continue with the clip. It's only about a 5-minute clip, so stay with me.
This morning, 12 days since Savannah's 84-year-old mother was taken from her home, investigators still have no suspect or person of interest in custody. Authorities are continuing to scour the area. Overnight, investigators telling our Tucson affiliate KVOA that a pair of black gloves were located in the search and have been submitted for DNA analysis. It all comes after that disturbing footage was released from Nancy Guthrie's home. And now, KVOA also reporting that Nancy's neighbors who have Ring doorbell cameras received an alert from investigators requesting video from specific dates and times. The dates, January 11th between 9 p.m. and midnight, which is more than 3 weeks before Nancy disappeared.
Okay, so I know there's people listening to this like all over the world, actually. So take note of the dates. And if you know anybody in the Arizona area, and I know this is a little Vermont channel, but that doesn't mean that everyone's been contained in Vermont. You know what I mean? So if you know somebody out there in, these are the dates. So take note. And by the way, this is very, very good progress in this investigation. When they're zoning in on dates and times, that's absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's check it out.
And the morning of January 31st between 9:30 and 11 a.m. Since the video from Nancy's Nest doorbell camera was released, an outpouring of tips have come in. According to the Pima County Sheriff's Department, it's received 18,000.
Take a look at the, I was going to say take a look at the eyes, but I'm sure you have been seeing these
since February 1st when
images.
And 4,000 since those first images of the suspect emerged.
Now, there's a lot of leads in there that aren't going to be legitimate, but there's some that absolutely are, and that's what they're going to be focusing on.
One man was detained Tuesday and then later released several hours later after authorities searched a property near the Mexican border, according to a statement from Pima County. And yesterday, FBI agents and sheriff's detectives fanning out again in the Catalina foothills. Neighbor David Romano says investigators have made at least 2 visits to his home.
The detectives have come to us and asked us, for names, what kind of cars we drive, and if we have a truck.
They're asking for a truck?
Yeah, they've been asking for a truck.
With no clues.
Okay, check this out, guys. So they're asking for a truck too. So we, as the public, we have a pretty much images of the eyes. They actually interviewed somebody who they thought, looked very much like that person would look like under that mask. So we have a pretty good idea of the face. And look here at the flowers. You know the song, you know why they're yellow? I believe this is why they're yellow. You know the song, tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree? It just wells up my heart to think of this. But that's why they have the yellow flowers. They want her home. So that's why, as a community, as a society, that's why I keep jumping on here, even with my tiny little station. I know that there could be connections anywhere on this case. So that's why they're asking for neighbors and people to drop yellow flowers. So we could do that with the media too. I sent a very short clip. Well, see if I can find it for you after. One moment. Let's check this out.
To share, Romano is now joining his neighbors in a new show of support for Savannah's family, putting yellow flowers at Nancy's home, a traditional symbol of hope. And now, at our local NBC affiliate here in Tucson, where Savannah once worked, a banner hangs with the family's three-word appeal: bring her home. And reporters at that station have actually been encouraging people to go down there and sign that banner in a show of support. We really have seen an incredible outpouring of love here from the community. But understandably, it has also really rattled a lot of people. Some of the neighbors in Nancy's community have told us that they have now installed new surveillance cameras in homes and activated their alarm systems. One man telling us it's the first time he's done that in years. Craig.
Liz Court's force there in Arizona starting this off.
Okay, and I want to comment on that really quickly. When you get a camera and you're setting it up, and because this is what happened to me too, and this is what happened in Nancy Guthrie's case. When you set the camera up and it's all connected and you kind of walk by it, it will capture you. It will show you an image. So you think it's all set up. Well, they need to make it very, very clear when they sell these cameras that it is not all set up. It's a very temporary image. You have to actually pay them monthly. So get the subscription, which could be a couple of dollars or more.
Liz, thank you. For a closer look now at where the investigation goes from here, let's bring in Tom Winter, NBC's national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent. Tom, good morning once again. 4,000 tips since that video, that chilling video, those images came out. How do they decide which ones are most important? How do they sift through all of them?
Sure. I mean, people hear that and they must think it's going to take days, weeks even to go through all those tips. And so what the FBI has set up, and I've seen this in the past and talked with them in the past about it, they get a call to that 1-800-CALL-FBI number, and obviously all the details are taken down, and then it's passed along to an analyst. It's put in the FBI's Guardian system. That's where they track all the leads. That lead is given a number. Your phone call is given a number, and they follow up on it, and they say, okay, what is the priority of this? Is this somebody sharing with us some general observations, or are they sharing us some information that might be very specific to the investigation that needs to be worked now? From there, it's passed along to detectives or to FBI special agents for them to begin to start.
I want to show you something here. We're going to go back for a second.
Sure, I mean, people hear that and they must think it's going to take days, weeks even to go through all those tips. And so what the FBI has set up, and I've seen this in the past and talked with them in the past about it, they get a call to that 1-800-CALL-FBI number, and obviously all the details are taken down, and then it's passed along to an analyst. It's put in the FBI's Guardian system. That's where they track all the leads. That lead is given a number. Your phone call is given a number, and they follow
Right
up on
here,
it.
guys. Check this out. You see all of these people here? These are all part of media and investigation, right there. And there were many more
Okay, what is the
on
priority
that you
of
could
this? Is this somebody
see,
sharing with us some general
and many
observations,
of the
or are they
FBI
sharing us some
agents
information that might be
walking
very
through. They were
specific
showing
to the
on live
investigation
shows
that needs to be worked
yesterday.
now? From there, it's passed along to detectives or to FBI special agents for them to begin to start that investigation. So as an example, Hoda, if you ran a sporting goods or hiking store in the Tucson area and you picked up the phone and called and said, okay, I saw somebody with that backpack come into my store to buy that jacket. Oh, by the way, also bought this type of holster or the sneakers or something like that. I might have surveillance video of this person without a mask. They seem suspicious to me. It was about a month ago. That would be something that would be a higher priority. And what you would see then is a special agent go out to actually talk to you, see if you have those records, perhaps a name, and the case gets jumping from there. So they do prioritize those leads. They're hopeful that they've got some leads that they can start to work How fast that goes or where that goes from there, something we'll be tracking throughout the day.
We're showing lots of video of investigators just walking around looking for things. They're walking around Nancy Guthrie's property, in and around. What are they searching for? And does that black glove have anything to do with anything?
Sure. So, you know, one of the first observations we had when we saw that Nest doorbell camera, there doesn't appear to be a car there. This person is on foot. And so, were they traveling through the neighborhood? As our analyst Jim Kavanaugh said, did they camp out overnight? So you're hoping that they left anything behind. Is that black glove something that belongs to an investigator who had already been through the area? Does it belong to somebody who is hiking? Does it belong to somebody who...
Okay, so you're probably wondering, why is he saying that this person is on foot when apparently Nancy Guthrie does not have, she's not able to walk at long distances. They didn't see a vehicle, but it doesn't mean that there wasn't a vehicle or someone waiting. But what they're saying is that this particular person, and this is my opinion, because they've made comments that there might be more than one. So maybe this particular person went in, got inside the house or something like that, and was part of this. But when he left by foot. That's why they're looking at the, you know, the grounds and the properties in the woods. And when in fact, it's possible that Nancy Guthrie was, you know, ushered into a car with someone else. So I think that's why he's saying that the guy was maybe on
for
foot.
taking Nancy Guthrie out of their home. That's something that
To
they
me,
wanna look
though,
to.
those
When they
don't
talk
look
about
like
DNA, that
hiking
also
shoes
involves a national
at all,
database.
because I
Voters,
hike,
they'll see if that has
and
some
those are
sort of
not,
a tie back to
you know,
somebody
I do
prior
small little
criminal
hikes,
record.
but I always
This
have to
door
have
cam
a
footage that we're
high
showing right
rise
now,
or
Tom,
something.
it's
My
been
hiking
2 days
shoes are
since
very
the FBI
different.
put that footage out. What are they doing with the images that they were able to get from that door cam?
So one of the things, and this started before the video was released, what the FBI will do is they'll look for that specific backpack. And it's definitely sold at some retailers. And so they'll look for that and say, okay, who is selling it? Who is selling it in the general Tucson area?
It's a unique
And then they'll go back and they'll
backpack.
look at all the purchases.
And
they'll
so are
do
those
that over the
gloves.
last
Those are very,
month, 6 months.
I've
even,
never
and say,
seen
okay,
gloves
of
like
all these
that.
names, do
They're
they match up with any other names that we're starting to hear?
quite
in
like
this
that.
investigation? Cross-reference those things together, start to pull the information. I've seen it in the past in some very prominent cases. They'll pull the surveillance video. Do we have a credit card that's used? Even if they don't, if they have cash, maybe they can use it against a facial recognition database. Start to develop some names and some people that you can start to surveil and quickly move in on. That's the hope today, is that this will now start to generate all these leads. All this video will start to generate actionable things where you can maybe start to put some people under surveillance and hopefully handcuff some answers.
That is the hope today. That is
Yeah.
the hope. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, Tom. Again, the number right there on your screen. If you have any information,
we're going to leave it right there. This is for those of you who are just kind of scrolling and maybe you have not yet heard of this case. This is Nancy Guthrie. She's 84 years old. She went missing from her home in Tucson, Arizona. I guess it's over a week ago and now. So take note of that. Just keep that number with you. And I want to see if I can find I might not be able to share this actually now that I'm thinking about it because of the music. So this is what I did, and because I am absolutely true believer in prayer. I am a prayer warrior. If you are a prayer warrior and you totally know what I'm talking about, so over on Instagram, I don't believe I can do the music here, but there's a clip I put right here, and that's Jesus on the move. And believe me, he is on the move. Even, it's like never, never, never lose hope. And so what I did is a very tiny little clip saying, keep praying for Nancy Guthrie. So, and then I just, I sent it to a few key people. I would say, at this point, give the family as much support as possible. And also pray for our brothers and sisters, because there's many people who have fallen victim to being kidnapped or have gone missing, and were never found. So let's keep our prayers super strong. It sounds like they've got a lot of detail. It sounds like they're very close, in my opinion. And so with that, I just send you love and light, and I will keep you updated with the facts. I just want to get nice little clips that recap the most significant recent events, and then share them with you. Because once we start with too much speculation, I believe that just is not good for the case or investigation. So with that, keep your eyes and ears open. You see something, say something. And with that, I send you love and light.